Ba weep grana weep nilly bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm coming back at you with some stuff and things I've found from the four corners of the Tinterweb. I do this every single Tuesday and Saturday unless I'm on holidays, so if you like the sound of that, why not think about giving me a like, a share and a subscribe, because it really does help me out.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
So yeah, I am back in the UK now after spending a wonderful week in Dubrovnik celebrating my 40th, where I took it well. I jumped off a cliff, as you can see here in this video, on a massive zip line. If you are going to Dubrovnik, highly recommend checking out the Wire DU. The team over there really hooked me up. Absolutely awesome zip line. And of course, a massive thank you to everybody who reached out to me and said happy birthday. Really feeling the love. Thank you all so much. Kicking off first then with Ramen Toy, catching up a little bit on some of the things that I missed. Ramen Toy, yes, they are bringing you Mama Mask. They started off with Centurion's Power Extreme, but now they have moved on to Mama Mask. And these are the minifigures, and they've compared their new variation on the minifigures to the old style, so we can see Matt Tracker versus Matt Tracker, and we can just see how far we have come. Just look at the difference in the helmet. The scale is pretty much the same, but we get added articulation, and he's a bit heftier, right? He's been pushing some weight. We can see that. He's been doing that chest expansion program that you've all seen on QVC. Absolutely awesome. I'm all in on Mama Mask. Cannot wait. Up next, we have Fun Bee Studios, who have BOT, and this is from the G1 days. So this is a pretty cool looking robot from one of the G1 episodes. Apparently, he has a compartment in the back of his head where you can open up a little door so that Brawl's brain module can be placed inside. So that's pretty damn cool. And he's about the same height as the Bumblebee that we get from Hasbro these days. So he scales pretty well as well. And of course, because this is 3D printing, you can scale him up, you can scale him down, you can do all kinds of crazy things. Fun Bee Studios, if you've never heard of them before, well worth checking out. They do some absolutely awesome stuff. Bit of an oldie but a goodie here, and it looks like Shozi are going to get a restock of the DX9 take on Blitzwing. It's a pretty nice looking Blitzwing, very chunky, and if you like a chunky Blitzwing, head over to Shozi because you can get your pre-orders in right now on this one. occularmaxx is getting ready to release its second bot from its Protector Bots line, and this is the PS24 Navigate. So far, this figure looks really good. The occularmaxx version of Defensor is the one that I am going to go with. I cannot wait. I just really looking forward to these Protector Bots. Absolutely awesome. Vectronlabs has showed a few more works in progress. They haven't finished the first project, but they've showed off a Megatron and what looks like an Omega Supreme as well. To be fair though, the community mostly seems to be saying, hey, get one figure out before you stop showing us a lot of other stuff. Also, Bobby Skullface has had a sit-down interview with the dudes over at Vectronlabs. Now, one of the designers has spoken to him. The dude is Italian, so the interview is in a slightly different way to the way Bobby would usually do his sit-down interviews. Well worth checking out if you're interested in what's going on at this company, what's going on at this project, but also just if you want to know how things happen in the world of Transformers creation in general. Really great interview. I learned a lot from it. Now we head over to the world of Newage, and of course, wherever there is an RC, there is now these days always a Nightbird to follow. So the Nightbird is coming, and this does look like an incredible looking Nightbird. I really like the fact that we get all of these translucent images. It looks very similar, in all honesty, to the Masterpiece version that we got, especially with the translucent weaponry and stuff like this, and I think they've done a great job here. I'm still a little bit on the alt mode, I have to say, but the bot mode looks phenomenal. And we also get the kind of the turquoise medic version of RC here as well, with a little medicine bowl. Again, The alt mode is but the bot mode looks fantastic. Comes with some spare hands, a spoon. A spoon. What all medics have. Every time I've been in hospital, they always come at me with a spoon. But yeah, you get a spoon, and you also get a couple of lasers to match her outfit as well. Really, really cool looking figures. Definitely ones that I am going to try and add to my collection. I can't wait for that Nightbird version as well. And we also see her helping Cyclonus. Speaking of Cyclonus, we also see that Cyclonus is coming as a target master from Newage now in the purple colorway, and it looks absolutely incredible. Love that box art as well, goes back to the original target masters, and he comes with that super cool little target masters. I think I'm right in saying this is the first time that Newage have tried to do one of these little target masters, and I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. They've done a really, really great job. I have two versions of this figure. One I still need to review. I know, I absolutely adore it. It's going to be the same size as some of the tapes for Soundwave as well. Really, really cool. Newage, just hands down my favorite Transformers company. Has to be. Magic Square are gearing up to release their Mirage, and here we can see him in his bot mode with everything exploding in the background. Super, super cool, nice version here. We can see digitally enhanced version of him going into holographic mode. You know you're going to get a translucent version of this. I do have to say that the alt mode on this is one of the better alt modes that I've seen. It doesn't quite look like it's made of marshmallow, so I'm here for it. It does look pretty good, and next to their version of Hound, he does look fantastic. Is it a figure I'm going to pick up? No, probably not. But does it look better than most Magic Square figures? For me, yeah. Moving over to the world of the X-Transbots, and there's going to be some replacements coming for your Springer's shoulders. I think this is just because people gave them some feedback on the look of it. I'm not sure if there was any issues. Let me know down in the comments if this was because of a technical issue, or if it was just for the look. I've tried to have a little look around and I couldn't really find out what the need for these replacement parts were, but they have also released a helpful video out for you here to tell you how to replace the parts should you need to know how. It is a bit sad, I have to say, that every single time that X-Transbots release a figure, there's always a follow-up video on how to fix it. Sad. We have spoken in the past about this phenomenal looking windblade from Flametoys, and it is starting to get a re-release. So if you are in the market for this awesome looking non-transforming windblade, then you can head over and put in a pre-order right now. Very, very limited. Don't know if they're going to do another rerun of this, but it's super cool, right? Probably the biggest weekend for Transformers fans in the UK is this weekend from the 12th to the 14th of August. TF Nation will be happening down in Birmingham, and you're going to be able to capture some of these prints. If you're there, you'll be able to buy some of these on the day. These all look pretty cool, so these are part of the designs of how the Transformers were made for some of the figures, and it's really, really cool the way that they're releasing some of these things. It's going to be on all weekend, and who knows, if you get down there on the Saturday, maybe you'll even see me. Transformers Studio Series is getting ready to release its newest figure of Wheelie, and I have to say the figure itself is kind of growing on me almost, but it's full of so many plugs and holes and bits on it that don't look all that great. Also, the wheels don't match, which also puts me off. I'm much happier with the bot mode here than the alt mode, but overall, yeah, I think it's okay. It's not one I'm going to rush out and buy. If I see it on sale, I might purchase it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm actually quite a big fan of Wheelie as a character, certainly from the G1 days. I really wish they'd invest some time and give us a good representation of the figure. We've also now over on Instagram seen some of the pictures of how the Buzzworthy Bumblebee came into existence and the design images that they used to create him. And yeah, it is what it is. I was much happier with this figure before I got it in my hands. I would have to say this was one of my most hyped releases ever, especially for the alt mode, but When I got it in hand, the yellow didn't match and it felt just a bit floppy. And in all honesty, knowing that Cosmos is based on this one, it's what's held me back on buying Cosmos. I actually saw Cosmos in Smith's store the other day and didn't pick it up because I knew it was based on this figure. So it's nice to see these design images. I don't remember him being able to hold those conductors on his back. Maybe I just haven't tried that out on mine. Can he hold those conductors on the back? Let me know down in the comments. Something that will be making its way into my collection as soon as possible, though, is this. This is the Studio 86 take on Ironhide. Yes, out of the past 3 or 4 years, this will be the 3rd take that we've had on Ironhide, but this fixes every single issue that the other Ironhides have. This has blue windscreens all over it. Proper G1 for me. It's only G1 if it's got a blue windscreen. Also, most importantly for me, this has fixed the issues on the back. You haven't got his feet just hanging out there at the back like you did with the other versions of this figure that even made their way into the Earthrise design. This is outstanding. People are saying it's a completely new model. I don't think so. I think this is going to be, if this is a heavy retool, I'm really happy with what they have done here. And if you look at the difference between the two, between the Earthrise model and towards this model, you can see that the differences are there, but I think the transformation sequence and everything on it is going to be exactly the same. Really cool looking figure. Tell me, are you excited about this one? I do wish it had the blue plastic in the back, but hey, I'll live with just not being able to see the dude's feet, right? So that is everything from me on this Transformers Tuesday. It's great to be back with everybody, and as always, if you're new around here, think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, because it really does help me out. I know we are going to get around to having a live channel. I am super busy with birthdays and work and all kinds of stuff at the moment, but I will get to it, I promise, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Peace!